All right, today the movie is Blast from the Past, released on February 12th, 1999. Welcome to Brandon at Random Reviews, covering one unsystematically chosen movie at a time. Directed by Hugh Wilson. For the cast, we have Brendan Fraser as Adam Weber, Alicia Silverstone as Eve Rustikov, Christopher Walken as Kelvin Weber, and Sissy Spacek as Ellen Weber. For the plot synopsis, a married couple expecting a child hides in a bomb shelter in 1962 during the Cold War, and their son emerges for the first time with them after 35 years in the late 90s. Alright guys, let's just dive right into this motherfucking movie. I remember literally nothing about this movie, even though I'm pretty sure I saw it way back when. I just kind of figured it could be a fascinating rewatch for so many reasons. I just remember being so over the moon about Alicia Silverstone in my preteens. She was second only to Christina Ricci, which was good instincts on my part, honestly. I mean, Ricci stayed pretty relevant and attractive. Silverstone basically just fell off the map, and the only thing I remember seeing about her after a couple of years was like a video where she talked about feeding her children by chewing their food for them and spitting it out like a bird. Okay. Anywho, the Weber family hides out all those decades and misses so much stuff, and they just assume the worst about the outside world through some misunderstandings and poorly followed through investigations. They assume the world is likely a terrifying wasteland above, and despite some initial reluctance, the dad goes out briefly, and then the son Adam goes out because they need food and supplies. Adam meets a woman named Eve, who of course has no idea what the deal with him is, and the most he will say is that he's from out of town. But he has never seen so many things the average person would have by his age, and she's pretty sure there's something weird about him. But he agrees to pay her $1,000 a week to help him acquire his needed provisions for the next few years in the shelter. He wants to meet a woman, and when he has no instincts and fails to woo Eve early on, Eve and her friends attempt to fix him up with a girl. The whole joke this entire movie is Adam's lack of understanding of the most basic things due to his life as a shut-in, but his innocence brings him such joy and acceptance of people. Ultimately, this one is an amusing film, playing heavily on nostalgia and satire. Alright, on to ratings. IMDb 6.7, Letterboxd 3.3, Rotten Tomato critic score 58%, Rotten Tomato audience score 57%. Personal rating 3.5 out of 5 stars. I liked rewatching this one. The plot concept is sound and allows for a lot of generational comparisons and humor. I enjoy Brendan Fraser and Alicia Silverstone's chemistry, and they were honestly too big a deal when this movie came out for it to just simply be forgotten. The comedy is pretty mild most of the time, so it's probably not one I'll watch again for a while. I wasn't like in stitches the whole time. It was just like amusing little things where it was just like there was humor going on. All right, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Bye now.